Hello again. This is Chris Ruisi, and welcome to another episode of the Weekly Mind Jolt. I could have, done this video today a lot faster, but I didn't have enough time. And if you heard me say that, which I just did, by the way, you'd say, well, that's an excuse, Chris. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about excuses. Because most of us have no problem coming up with what we think are reasonable reasons, and that's, I guess, a play on words, as to why we can't do something. In other words, we're really good at coming up with excuses. Now, excuses may make you feel good temporarily, but at the end of the day, an excuse adds no value to whatever you're attempting to do in your life or in your career or business. Excuses don't pay the bills. Excuses don't solve problems. All they do is allow you to justify to yourself why you can't take action. So I want to share with you today some of my 5 favorite excuses and my responses to them. Number one excuse, it's too complicated. Well, often a new task can appear complicated because you're not familiar with it. Once you dive in, though, once you get a little experience with it, you're going to find that it isn't as hard as you originally thought. You can think of more things to do, you'll learn more things, so don't let the thought that something is too complicated become an excuse not to get started. Next, here's a fun one. It takes too long. Well, then if it takes too long, you better get started on working on it because there's no time like the present to do it. It'll even take longer if you sit around bemoaning why it takes so long to do. Great accomplishments take time and effort, and the most fulfilling part of a great accomplishment is not so much completing it, it's really in doing it and getting started and learning just what you're capable of, that you can, in fact, do great things, but you have to get started. Next, here's a favorite. You're all going to love this one. I can always do it later. Yeah, that's right. You can always do it later. And when later finally comes, you say to yourself, I can do it later. And you never get it done. The fact is, you're alive now. You can make decisions now. So get started now. Don't say you're going to do it later because, as we both know, later never comes. Next, I'm too busy. Anyone can be busy, but so what? You have to ask yourself, what are you accomplishing with all of this busyness? Simply being busy doesn't get you anywhere. In fact, you stand around studying all the sides of a circle. You don't make any progress. So stop being busy, evaluate your priorities, identify what your next step is going to be, and then, by God, take it. Get busy doing the right things. And the 5th one, which I always love, Chris, I don't even know where to start. There's always something you can do. Don't sit around saying, I don't know where to start, and miss an opportunity or give an opportunity time to disappear and go somewhere else. Look, start out with what you want the desired outcome to be. Work backwards from there, trying to identify all of the tasks that are necessary in order to achieve that desired outcome. Along the way, as you begin to identify all those tasks, guess what? You're going to find a place to start. So don't tell me you don't know where to start. You don't know how to start looking for the opportunities, and you've got to do that, so stop making mistakes. There's an old expression that says people who make excuses really make anything else. So what do you want to be, the excuse maker or the difference maker? That's it for this week. We'll see you again.